Hi, welcome to this week's. Hi, welcome to this week's episode of What's What. We talk about co-working spaces. Okay, so I can't remember everything. I think after a few episodes, I think I want to have like slides or visual aids or something like that for you guys. Today, I got a very good friend here, Nazra, to handwrite almost everything. Okay, so here we're going to talk about co-working spaces, okay? So what is a co-working space? A co-working space is defined as membership workspaces where diverse groups of freelancers, remote workers, and other independent professionals work together in a shared communal setting. What a co-working space is, when you just start up your company, you don't want to actually rent an actual office. As most startups are, you start with 2 people or 3. You, co-founder, and the guy who does all the work. Why? Why a co-working space? Why is a co-working space a great place to start your business? Because you as an employee or a freelancer would become more productive. Instead of working from home, you kind of lose focus. So you know, like all those horses, they have like all those eye blinds or something like that. Okay, so those are to help them focus so that when they race, they just look where they're supposed to go to. Okay, so there are 3 reasons now why we're choosing a co-working space. First one is practically people who use co-working spaces see their work as meaningful because practically you're set in a professional setting. Here we have the 3 things, because why does this setting happen is because number 1, in a co-working space, you actually work with other types of companies of similar interests. Similar product, but practically it's of different things. They're competitors, but practically if they work together, see what could happen. The other could provide something that the other doesn't provide, if it makes sense at all. I hope it makes sense. So when you do this, when you work with different types of companies that are of similar interests, you can bounce off ideas with each other. So from there, you can actually help each other out, right? Because that is what it's all about. So when you do this, you actually make one's own identity stronger, because from there you can actually realize that, you know what, I'm kind of lacking on this part, because he's already providing a different type of service, a similar service that has point A, B and C. What I can do is I can provide the same service, but I provide A, B, E, F, G. That's where you grow as a business and an individual yourself. The next thing is actually where you actually, when your employees and yourself, you will feel as if you're part of a community. So practically you can make connection with others. So this is where it will actually help you. You can bounce off ideas and so forth, right? At the same time, you can also see what the competition is doing, so then you can redirect your business model or your services itself. Each co-working space has its own vibe. When it has its own vibe, it will actually suit to you and your business needs itself. So organically, a co-working space actually helps you to mingle and socialize with people around the same scene. So the third part is practically flexibility. When you start your company, what you normally do, what some people do, some people make the same mistake, want to rent an office, because then it's legit. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if your service or whatever that you provide is good enough, it does not matter where you work from. When you first start your company, all you need is practically you have to cater to what your company needs at that moment of time. You don't have to commit to huge overheads and contracts, because normally when you rent an office, you need to do like a 2-year contract, a 3-year contract or whatnot. You only rent according to what your company needs at that certain point of time. The last thing, what to look for in the co-working spaces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that we're going to talk about. First thing is community. A community, when you sit in a similar community itself, you actually tend to be able to realize that, you know what, the things that you are lacking in the service itself, which would lead into looking at what the culture is at a co-working space itself. Because at the end of the day, you want to go into a place where you feel comfortable yourself and you feel comfortable with the people. Then from there, you will also have to see what kind of technology that they're using. Technology, it doesn't mean what kind of computers, what kind of thing. It kind of has some impact on that, but practically the main thing is, does the technology that the co-working space offer actually suits your business? So that is very important. From there, you also have to see what kind of events that a particular co-working space would have. So for example, I want to start a food truck. The last place I want to be is practically on the technology-based co-working space itself. Because then all the events and people there would be talking about tech. The last and final thing, which to me is the most important, is the hidden extra costs. Like hotels, like your internet bills, like your telco line, there are always hidden costs. So you better check. Sometimes they say, look, it's 25 ringgit a day. You feel like, okay, cool, I can manage that for my cash flow. But then when you actually pay the bill, there's GST. So always determine what is the actual cost before you move into your co-working space. That's it. So I'll see you next week where we talk about the next topic, okay? So cool.
Could do a thank you social media thing.
Oh, yeah. So if you have anything else you want to add in, or you think that I've missed anything, you want to tell me what kind of other topics that you want to listen to, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know.